It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Falcons' veteran linebacker, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Falcons and the Jags, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, this the first of our international series this year, the Falcons and Jaguars. The Jags, of course, no stranger to these London games. They're a fixture in these parts due to the presence of their owner, Sean Conn.
Add in the fact that they're going to be the first team ever to go back-to-back here in England. They play the Bills next week, so a very interesting time for this franchise. Not only are they Duvals,
all set for the first of 5 international games this season. The Falcons and Jags underway from London. The return now by Alford. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense, and at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
and he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Ridder off the play fake. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Drake London, his intended target. And it's second down. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines, encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
Ridder throwing on third down. Being chased out left. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, Patterson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led out by the 6-year pro, former Iowa Hawkeye C.J. Beathard.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 18 carries, 56 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak, and that includes the ground game. He's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Here's Beathard to throw. That is caught. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give running right, Etienne. And some room to work. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Etienne. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It's now 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
They'll throw here. Beathard dancing to his left. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Beathard. Calvin Ridley. And the Jags are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Ridley was one of the game's brightest young stars in 2020. Hasn't played since early in the 2021 season. But Jacksonville made a low-cost move to bring him in and see if he can return to the game with the form he once had.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more Etienne, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw is Beathard. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And these guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Second down and 8. Back to throw, Ritter. Kadarius Hodge has it complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Ritter. And that is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Or they have one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Back to throw, Beathard. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. To throw is Beathard. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Beathard to throw. Just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Pulled in at the 24. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. The do-it-all weapon, Cordero Patterson, coming back out.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. On first down, Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And the
result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Ritter. Right back to Pitts again.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Ritter.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 49 yards out.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
This has certainly been a
Coach.
fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were able to defeat Houston last week. They lead things here as well as they try to make it 2 victories in a row. Now Beathard.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Now back to throw.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by London.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short, Ritter. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Calling an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. First down, here's Ritter.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Ritter again.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to...
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll look to throw here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he stopped immediately there.
Tackled by Calais Campbell, who was an all-pro with these Jaguars. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense.
They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards.
Jones goes diving, and he's got it.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And the Jaguars first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Beckford's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
His defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Beathard to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the 4th quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they look lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Fighting through, he's got space. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, Butler, I know this type of running back. I I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
They'll go again with Patterson.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Still going.
And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 12-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 50 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Ritter down.
His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So now the Jags down by 2. A minute 53 remaining. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. He'll look to throw. Into the hands of England. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll look to throw. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. Back to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he is going to have the Jaguars 1st down. As they wind up getting close to 10 yards there, they only needed 1 on 4th and 1.
This is caught. It's Kirk.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
So you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Back to throw. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9.
Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Well, this one, Carter, was fun down at the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.